Hey, everybody. While Steve's getting set up and starting
All right. My name is Steve Meyer. I'm with Colorado Benefit Advisors. Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. As you can see, the sun is just coming up. Should be a good day. All right. This is your employee open enrollment meeting. We are going to be discussing a lot of benefits. And if you have a question as I'm going through it, please unmute, ask the question, and or put it in the chat. Either way you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. I am monitoring chat right now. I have also placed on chat my direct cell phone number. So if anybody's having an issue, a problem, having a claim issue, want to talk about their personal issue of what plan best suits their situation, please give me a call. Shoneen is the account manager. She is my assistant. She basically manages the Gather platform, GATHR. Everybody's going to be receiving an email inviting you in to complete your enrollment, and the enrollment means either waiving or accepting each benefit as it's being presented. So there's a multiple number of benefits being offered. Each one you must either accept or waive and sign off on. So this is going to take you about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. You can do this on your phone, your tablet, your computer. You choose. It's entirely up to you. But again, if you have any problems with any of that, give Shoneen a call. She's there for you. If you want to talk about benefits, that's my job. I've been doing this for 38 years. I got a little bit of gray hair, but I'm still going strong and loving every minute of it. So it's a great business for me. I enjoy it. I love helping people. So feel free to give me a call if you have any questions. All right. As a reminder, this is being recorded. Please, let's not discuss anything personal because that violates your HIPAA rights and I will not allow it. I will let you know if you're doing it and we'll move forward very quickly. At the same time, please, when you unmute, no foul language. This is a family show. Your kids may be watching the video later, so let's not use foul language. In the meantime, I want to talk about the new stuff that we're going to be dealing with. So United Healthcare, we ended up with a fairly heavy increase, which was unfortunate. And so with that, we then went shopping. And one of the things that I'm really excited about is the fact that the rates are significantly lower. You are going to experience anywhere from about a 14.5 to a 16.5 rate increase from United Healthcare. So that noise that you're hearing on the news about my premiums are doubling, that's through the individual marketplace, not through group insurance. Okay. So just to be aware, we did some shopping and we came up with a great program. I'm going to share my screen. I'm hoping everybody will be able to see it because what I'm going to do is go over the actual plan design itself so that you can see exactly how it works. All right. We're offering this one plan and this one plan only. So the idea is this deductible that we're talking about is lower than anybody else's deductible on any of the plans that we were offering with United Healthcare. Your out of pocket max is less than anybody else's out of pocket that's available out there. So we feel like we did a pretty good. Uh-oh, Heath, there you go. Thanks, sir. Um, so I think we did a pretty good job of finding a really good product that fits everybody's needs pretty much. Um, so Allstate Benefit, excuse me, recently got sold and is now owned by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. Anyway, good old Nationwide. They're going to be, you'll see their marketing stuff coming out after the first of the year. In the meantime, Allied Benefits is the third party administrator. They're the ones that are actually going to be administering your claims, dealing specifically. The network is quite large, and I will talk about that here momentarily. But again, Allied Benefits. So you're going to be receiving an email directly from Allied inviting you to come and log in to your portal so that you can monitor all of your claims. You can get a insurance card, order an insurance card. But again, we can do a lot of that for you. Hi, John. Thanks for joining us. If you'll just
Thank
please
you.
mute, you bet. And then so you'll go through that Allied Benefit. If you have any problems with that, please give us a call. We're here to help. That's what we do for a living. All right. So let's talk about going to a doctor. first and foremost, you go to see a primary care doctor. And by the way, we're using the Cigna Plus Local Plus network on this. All right. So if you need help finding a doctor or hospital, please give us a call. But you go to see your primary, it's $40. You do not need to select a PCP up front, by the way. And you do not need a referral to go see a specialist. It is a $60 copay. So the copay, this is a little higher, this one's a little lower from what most of you had experienced, by the way. Preventative care, still no charge. Okay. PAPs, mammos, immunizations, inoculations, turn your head cough physicals, blood, urine, stool. And if you're over 50, you get a free colonoscopy with that. Yay. All right. Urgent care. I'm going to jump to that real quick. There it is. Urgent care, $75 copay. Very simple. Okay. If it's not an emergency, go to an urgent care. Because if you go to the emergency room because you have 102 fever, guess what? It is subject to your annual deductible of $3,500, and then it's an 80-20 split coinsurance, and you'll pay 3 times more than if you were to go to an urgent care, easily, if not greater. $75 copay. Very, very simple. All right. Let's talk about mental health, substance abuse, behavioral health has a $40 copay. Very simple. Staying in network is key. Absolutely. If you are going inpatient, of course, it is going to be subject to your deductible coinsurance. The coinsurance on that's going to be 30%. Right? Now, I'm jumping through this. We are recording this, so if you need to see the recording again, no problem. All right, let's talk about pregnancy. All right, very simple. You have pregnancy, you have a $60 copay to go see your OBGYN. Okay? You're pregnant, you have your prenatals, all that wonderful stuff. And delivery, hospitalization, all that wonderful stuff is going to be subject to your deductible and coinsurance. And if there's anything you want me to get more into detail, I'm happy to. Just feel free to ask. Now, the thing is, there is no pediatric dental or vision on this plan. Okay, so be aware. You have a $3,500 individual deductible. All right. The coinsurance in most cases is going to be 80-20, except for in that mental health is 30%. And your maximum out of pocket for an individual cannot exceed for the year $7,900. Now, I need to tell you, this is a PPO. This allows you to use an in-network provider or an out-of-network provider. If you use an out-of-network provider, everything is going to be subject to deductibles, period. It's a $7,000 individual deductible, and the max out of pocket on that particular plan is going to be $23,700. So I highly recommend staying in that network. All right. Any questions on anything that I've covered on this particular document, which will be posted on the Gather portal? Feel free to unmute and ask. All right. Now, here is the pricing. This is an overview as well on all of this. Local Plus Network is your network. Again, go to Cigna.com, then select Local Plus. Medications. It's a 3-tier program. Preventative medication is still 0. So contraception for women in a generic format is 0. I take atorvastatin. That is considered a preventative medication. Therefore, it is 0. If you need amoxicillin as an example, it's $6. You're going to pay $6, not 20. Pharmacies cannot game that system. If that drug that you're taking is generic and it's $75, you're only going to pay 20. Formulary name brand, 50. Non-formulary name brand, 75. So it's a 3-tier program compared to a 5-tier program that was on United Healthcare. So I believe that there's a lot of benefits here that are much improved over what we had. Now, as far as pricing, these are monthly costs that I'm sharing with you. When you go log into your Gather platform, it's going to break it down on a per paycheck basis for you. If you want to include your spouse and dependents, you can. You just add them into the system. It will break out the cost for you for each of those people as well. All right. Any questions on this, the pricing? All right. I must be doing a great job. No feedback. All right, we're going to maintain the United Healthcare Dental and Vision Plan. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that right now. First off, you're experiencing a 7% increase on your dental. All right, just so you're aware, going from 3121 per individual to 3339. All right, this is a PPO, but it is subject to MAC. MAC is maximum allowable charge. So when you go to see an in-network provider, they are paid MAC. When you go out of the network, they are subject to MAC. Let me give you an example. You go and get a x-ray and a cleaning, you're at an in-network provider, and MAC ends up being, let's say, $100. Okay, they get paid at 100% of that MAC dollar, right? Because they're in network. You go out of network, you see another doctor who's not part of the network and exactly the same treatment, but they charge 120. Okay. Very simply, they're going to pay 90% of max, so they're going to pay $90. Now you're subject to the additional dollars, so that means it costs you $30 to get a cleaning instead of having it covered at 100%. So staying in network is key. There's a bucket of money, $1,200 per person that is on that policy. Okay. Very simply, that's how much money you have to use for the year, $1,200. When you go in for your cleanings, I'm covered at 100%. That counts towards it. Now, all of a sudden, cavity. Darn it. First off, you're going to pay an annual deductible of $50, worst case times 3 in a family. And it's going to be an 80-20 split at that point in time. Endo, perio, oral. All right. So root planing, deep cleanings, root canals. All right. Again, subject to the annual deductible, it's a one-time deductible and covered at 50%. Major services, bridge, crowns, again, covered at 50%. There's absolutely no waiting period on this plan, which means that as of January 2nd, because nobody's going to be open on the 1st, January 2nd, you can go and get your treatments. Okay. Any questions on the dental? Feel free to unmute and ask. All right. Moving on. Here's the vision. All right, vision is not going up at all. Yay. Great vision plan too. For just over $5 a month. So it's $5.04. Okay. You go to an in-network provider for an eye exam. It's going to cost you $15 for an eye exam. And now you want a pair of glasses, frames and lenses. Very simple. You get up to $130 value in frame. And lenses are free. They're included for a $30 material copay. That's it. New pair of glasses for $30 plus $15, $45 for a new pair of glasses. That's a pretty good deal. You get to do this every single year. One year you want contact lenses, one year you want frames and lenses. Great. So it's $105 value on contact lenses, up to $130 value on frames. If you go out of network, it is subject to a reimbursement. It does require that you file a claim first in order to get that reimbursement. Give you an idea, eye exams are running between $70 and $100 right now, depending upon the provider. You're going to be reimbursed up to $40. That's it. You're going to lose money on the deal. So please stay in network. It's worth the money. Any questions on the vision? All right. Next up, we're going to be talking about the wonderful Hartford products dealing specifically with life, accidental death and dismemberment, short-term and long-term disability. All right. Very simple. On the life insurance, $15,000 of life insurance. So you do want to elect that, by the way. This is employer paid. Supplemental employee life. So this is voluntary. You want to add additional life because what you have is not enough. You get a guaranteed issue up to $100,000. Done. That's what you ask for. That's what you get. All right. It is done in $10,000 increments. So once again, it's entirely up to you. If you're needing more than $100,000, okay, you can request it. Okay. However, you do need to have medical underwriting done on that. I would recommend giving me a call because I can shop insurance, life insurance for you, and possibly come up with a better price. Okay. But again, take a look, See what you think. Let me know what your desires are. All right. Everything is going to be based on your age, on the cost of that, on a per $1,000 basis. Dependent life. You want to add additional life for your spouse and or children. Spouse, guaranteed issue, flat 25,000. And then of course we can do children. And I believe children, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm not seeing it. I believe they are matches child supplement, dependent life, matches spouse, accidental death and dismemberment. I keep thinking that it's limited at 10,000, to be honest with you. Children, Port Max, there it is right there. It's right in front of me and I didn't see it.
Yeah, Steve, it's up there on the fourth line down. There's a child benefit schedule. I think it goes by age, and then
There it
6 months to
is.
19.
Thank you, sir. I was I was going down the line looking for children and I didn't see it. And so I thank you. There it is. Child benefit schedule. Appreciate you. All right. Short-term disability. This has a maximum weekly benefit of $2,000. So basically we take your gross pay, all right, times 60%. That is going to be your benefit. You have a 15-day wait period for any injuries. This is on and off the job. You have a 15-day wait period for any illnesses. All right, very simply. Yes, maternity is covered, but I have to tell you, it wasn't an accident. All right. By what's written in the policy, it's deemed a sickness. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I laugh at my jokes. All right, sorry. So it wasn't done by accident. It is on purpose, and therefore it's a sickness. All right. All right. Benefit duration, a total 11 weeks. And ding, 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 ding. All right, long-term disability. So that begins after the short term ends. And this is voluntary, of course. Once again, maximum benefit on this is going to be $10,000 a month, and it is going to be 60% of your gross pay. All right, if you need help computing that, please give me a call. I'm more than happy to walk you through it. All right.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't recall that you mentioned that the short-term disability they need to elect because it is company paid.
Thank you. Yes, I skipped by it. I got thrown by a few things, but yes, I appreciate you, Sylvia. So yes, you do need to elect the short-term disability. This is company paid as well as the life insurance. Another great benefit that your employer has provided you. Yay. All right, I think that's the end of that one. Now we're going to get into the accident insurance. Once again, on and off the job accident plan. All right, so it's 24-hour coverage. Very simply, something happens, work comp is going to be compensating you, but the accident plan, you can receive money for what occurred in the accident on the job. Off the job, same thing. You're up skiing, riding a motorcycle, climbing a mountain, whatever the case may be, even a car accident. You slice your finger and need to go to urgent care and get 3 stitches. Guess what? All of that was an accident and it's covered and everything is listed out. And once again, this is going to be on the Gather platform, or you can give me a call. Be happy to look this up for you. All right. It's all right here. It's a lot of information. So I'm just going to scan through it just so that you can kind of see it. Right. All right. Very simple. All right. And then we have what's called critical illness. Critical illness is for, say, a heart attack, a stroke. There are specific diseases that we are talking about. Sometimes we call it a specific disease policy. But once again, the employee coverage on this is your election, either 10 or 20,000. Okay. You can include your spouse. You can include your children in this. Initial occurrence on cancer, invasive. Once again, you get paid 100% of whatever benefit you selected. Okay. Carcinoma, 25% non-invasive. Skin cancer, $250. Okay. These are things that are covered by your insurance, but you're going to receive money because of these things. Heart attack, once again, depending on if it's a STEMI or an NSTEMI. Coronary artery disease, We have to repair it. Open surgery, obviously. Strokes. And then abdominal thoracic aortic aneurysms. Ooh, ouch. Those can be killers. All right. Major organ failure. 100%. End stage renal disease. God forbid on that one. 100% covered. Neurological conditions. Dementia, Parkinson. So as you can see, it's covering quite a bit. Infectious disease. And again, the premiums will be listed on the portal for you. So you can actually take a look and see. All right. I know I did this super fast. I know you guys need to jump out there and get your stuff going. Please unmute, ask me any questions, please, pertaining to the products themselves. If you have an issue specifically, please give me a call. My number is posted in chat. I would love to discuss with you and make sure that you understand everything. Does anybody have a question for me? Sylvia, did I miss anything?
I
All
believe
right,
you got it all covered. Thank you.
all right, so let's talk about the Gather platform just real fast. I just want to make sure it's understood what's going on. All right, give me just a second. So Gather, G-A-T-H-R, you're going to receive an email inviting you in to complete your enrollment. Very simply, when you get in there, you're going to check your profile, make sure it is correct. All right, and as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 products that you're going to either elect or waive. The ones we want you to elect for sure is the group life and group STD. Okay. Everything else is up to you. You can waive everything else along with your family, but those two I want you to take. We will be monitoring this and helping Sylvia along the way to make sure we get this done in a timely fashion. This has to be completed by no later than when, Sylvia? Got to unmute. Unmute first, Sylvia. Unmute.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't want you to
No
hear me
worries.
when you didn't want to hear me. Can we have this? Let's have this completed by the 22nd.
22nd at the latest, people. All right. Yes, there's a lot going on. I know Christmas is right around the road. All right. But we need for you to jump on. The sooner the better. We will be monitoring this and letting Sylvia know who needs to assist. You'll receive this email today if you haven't already.
Because I have to have this, guys. I have to have this all entered in and ready by the first of the year. So that only gives me a very short time with the holiday in there. So please, please, please have it done by the 22nd.
Please, 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 the sooner the better, because of course we have to get ourselves ready for Christmas. But everything needs to be input into the systems to make sure everything is correct. Allied will be sending you guys individual cards, just so you're aware. And United Healthcare, the dental and vision is done digitally on the app, the mobile app. You need to download it to have your digital insurance card for the dental and vision. You will not receive any cards on any of the Hartford products, just so you're aware. All right.
Which mobile app do we need to have?
So that mobile app is for UHC. So United Healthcare mobile app. And
Okay.
I can send Sylvia a flyer on the mobile app. It's a QR code that you can click on and it'll take you right there so that you can register. I'll send that over to Sylvia this morning.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for the question, Sean. Anybody else? Well, I want to thank everybody for your time today. I appreciate it. Thanks for getting up early and having your cup of coffee. Yay. And please be safe out there. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Feel free to give me a call if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate your time and giving it to us
Absolutely.
early.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.
Thanks, Sylvia, for all the work on getting a very good renewal there on the health benefits. And
Yes,
like
sir.
Steve said, if anybody has questions, just reach out to him. Everybody have a great day.
All righty. Thank you, Richard.
Thanks for being on, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a good